service dog, there are a few things that you are going to need to know.
They alert. They respond to emergencies. They are for one person. They help them with recovery. They stay out of the way. They can be big and they can be small. When at work with an associate who has a service dog, you may witness a couple alerts. For example, a controlled jump alert, as you can see in these clips, as well as a singular paw alert, as you can see in these clips. You may even be lucky enough to witness the lazy alert, as you see here.
Let's go!
It is important that after an alert, you allow them time to do what they need to do in response to that alert. For example, sitting down for a few moments, taking medication. So let's have a look at some service dogs at work in action. Forklifts have the right of way, so this is very important that you do not distract a working dog. This handler is deaf, and this dog alerts them to the beeping of the forklift, and they move out the way. So as you can see, this service dog has a very important job. So please never try to call to the dog or get the dog's attention in any way so that this dog can do its job and keep its handler safe and able to do their job. Let's talk about PTSD service dogs. Here's what to do in the case of a PTSD service dog.
Hello.
What do you need?
I'm just wondering, how is this all going for you?
Good.
If you see a dog in between the handler's legs watching what's happening behind them or standing in a block position behind them, you want to approach from the side or in front of them, wave to them for their attention. Here's what not to do. You should never approach from behind suddenly or make contact with them to get their attention. If an episode like this is triggered, here is what to do.
You okay?
Yeah, I'll be okay in just a second.
Anything I can do for you?
Just give me a minute and maybe a drink of water.
Okay. All right.
You want to give them space, talk to them when they're calm, and let their dog do their job. What about medical alert dogs? Well, let's have a look at a diabetic alert dog and a cardiac alert dog. Here is a diabetic alert dog. So this dog is trained to alert to low sugar levels. As you can see here, the dog alerts, his handler attempts to hydrate and get the sugar up with a snack, fails to do so in time, and faints. In this situation, it is very important that when the dog whines or barks for another person trying to get your attention that you come over, you read the instructions on the vest or the bag, and you follow those instructions. In this case, if unconscious, to call 911. Here's what to do if you find someone unconscious with a service dog. First, you want to come over calmly, read any information on the vest. Oftentimes it will tell you this is normal or this is not normal and to call for help. Wait for them to wake up, talk to them slowly, ask them if they need anything, and most importantly, be respectful of the dog and do not interfere. These dogs have a very important job, and remember, they are trained for it. Let's look at a hearing alert dog. Do not speak to or try to distract a service dog. Here is an example of why. They could have a difficulty identifying the sound of a phone ringing or alarms amongst background noise. And it is important that you do not distract the dog, because if they miss the sound of this, it could put their handler incapable of doing their job or at risk for their safety. Here are a few things that you can expect from the handler and their dog. When entering work and approaching a workstation, the dog should enter calmly and be under the control of the handler at all times. When an episode is to occur, the handler should, to the best of their abilities, keep out of the way of the other workers as to not disturb them. While working, the dog should remain calm and attentive to their handler at all times. The handler should move smoothly throughout the workplace, maintaining control over their dog, as well as being considerate of where the dog sits and lays down, as to keep the dog out of the way of other employees. The handler and dog should appear professional and maintain a level of cleanliness, preventing an excess of dander, hair loss, and smell, though small amounts should be expected. The dog should never be allowed to relieve themselves while at work. However, upon finding this difficult for the dog, the handler may request extra breaks throughout the day to achieve this.
It's like, what the heck?
He opened the cabinet with his fist. Down. Dude, lay down.
It is important to remember that though these dogs are very highly trained, they are still dogs. They get sick and they may make mistakes, and they are very cute. But always remember that they are also at work.
He's tired.